Goodness to you. This is Sporty King, and welcome to Gift Friday. And I say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching this morning, afternoon, or evening. But isn't it great to have good in front of your life? Gift Friday. I created it because so often we hear people say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. But I say, what allure does Friday have to that person that took their last breath on Thursday? Or any day before that, for that matter. So I use what I've learned through Psalm 92 and 2. That is, it is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. So instead of TGIF, I say TGIT. Thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight. Thus, I add the lesson from Matthew 6 and 34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Thank God for tonight. Today's trouble is enough for today. Thank God for today. And I offer first another way of looking at TGIF, and that is recognizing that trusting God is free. Think about it. Think about what it costs for you to be blessed with the greatest gift of the day, waking up. And that still moves us into realizing that when we move the T and TGIF from the beginning to the end, we find what we really must give God thanks for, and that is today. Thus, GIFT, God is for today. And Gift Friday is the online sharing of one of my original poems and its possible uses to inspire audiences online or in person. Each poem will be my gift to you. Here you hear me read it, and then I'll share this week's gift. If you'd like a free copy, a keepsake colorful copy and you're watching on Facebook or LinkedIn, I ask that you email me at sporty@sportyking.com. If you're watching on YouTube or on my website, please request it in the comment thread. But today, I'm actually sharing one of the 4 chapters in my book, Stuff Happens. And stuff is STUFF, situations that unleash our focus and faith. This book contains 4 life episodes dealing with life, parenting, change, and passion. Stuff that becomes one calm and reassuring to read to help you enjoy the challenge of remaining focused and maintaining your faith. So your gift option today will actually be an ebook sample of that chapter. And that chapter is Dealing with Parenting. Now, I have an introduction for the chapter, and the introduction says, "The Perfect Parent Chosen Child Handbook is read in opposite directions, from front to back and from back to front. 40 pages long, all blank." Because there are no rules for being the perfect parent or the chosen child. But so what this chapter is actually a monologue that I wrote 10 years after one of what I call my parenting lessons. I wrote this in 1999, and it's called How Slowly We Forget. How Slowly We Forget. This is a monologue. "Hey, ref, how'd you like a ticket to the game we're watching?" "Hey, coach, I didn't pay $50 to watch my kids sit on the bench." When I moved to Bolingbrook, Illinois, a suburb 40 miles southwest of Chicago, someone told me that I lived in a model neighborhood. Well, each model needs the proper glue. I decided that I'd ease into the flow of suburban life by refereeing basketball in the community league. Community league is instructional basketball, and part of the eligibility requirement is not playing on your school team. So I really wanted to coach, but figured I'd need to get to know people first because then they could trust me to guide their children. I'd wait to coach the next year. What I didn't realize was that Bolingbrook was apparently a haven for retired professional basketball players, coaches, and referees. And as I took my place on the floor to blow my whistle for the first time and point eager to learn fifth graders in the right direction, I felt an air of excitement and even a little childishness as I looked around at all the parents in the stands, involved and concerned parents who obviously loved their little heroes and looked forward to enjoying watching them learn and develop their competitive and coordination skills. Parents obviously bubbling with the anticipation of that first and memorable first basket that their son would score, ready to share that inaugural glowing smile that stretched not just from ear to ear, but from head to toe. That "look, I did it" jolt of electricity that separated parents one at a time from the comforting pine of the bench seats in the stands. Yes, these were parents, involved, concerned role models who systematically turned into a boisterous, fuming swarm of frustrated, "we saw them do it on TV" maniacs who had no love of my love for molding fundamentally sound citizens with a sense of fair play who might one day have to create a better world for us to live in. And as I made wrong call after bad call after missed call, I saw myself become the child again, scolded, pressured, pushed to fill the shoes of an older brother or sister, parent, relative, or friend. I saw myself become the teenager, conscious of my appearance, questioning my decisions, wondering who I am. And finally, I saw myself become the adult, cautious, with failing eyesight, hearing, reflexes, and stamina. Well, after 2 weeks and 6 games on that roller coaster, I decided to coach a year earlier than anticipated. And in week number 3, I began my coaching by talking to the coach from each team at center court. Gentlemen, look, I understand that each of you has a son in this program. In fact, I'm sure you're volunteering to be visibly an active part in your son's development as a ball player. I, on the other hand, do not have a son in this program, and am really doing this because I, too, want to see your son develop as a fundamentally sound basketball player. Now, I won't get every call right. I'll call what I see, and I don't have a problem with your asking for an explanation to my call. But what I need you to be conscious of is the fact that if all you do is scream and refute my calls, you only teach your son, not to mention his teammates and the fans, that the ref is never right. Thus, he'll grow up resenting authority and being clueless as to why he doesn't make the school team. Now, how often, when I make the right call, do you look down the bench and explain to the guys why that was a good call and why they should be conscious of not making the same mistake? If you can't explain my call, I will gladly stop the game and do so for you, your players, and your fans. But I am not here to have you abuse me game after game. Cool? I said, okay. And that was in 1989. And starting that day, I began to hear, excuse me, ref, could you watch number 5? He's pushing my guy. Or, oh, Sporty, didn't he walk? And I say, okay, I'll keep an eye on him. Or, yeah, wow, I can't believe I didn't blow the whistle. You see, grown-ups, you sometimes forget that you haven't always been so coordinated, responsible, or knowledgeable. I would have loved to stand here and tell you about one life I've touched, but I have too many and have been touched by so many and too many. So have you. I don't ask that you drop focusing on your child. I remind you that your child is not the only one focused on you. You're the ref, you're the coach, you're the co-worker. You are the glue. And don't look now, but you're sitting next to, in front of, behind, and among someone who's got just as much stick to it as you. And we need you to get together to make a difference now more than ever. On every August 28th, the anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech will come and go. His dream was about remembering to referee and coach each unending generation of children to a land of peace. He didn't get to see it happen. Hey, coach, will you or will you slowly forget? Dr. King had a dream. Sporty King is living a reality that referees and coaches, players and fans, little children, and more importantly, big adults have remembered that each model needs the proper glue. Hopefully that you'll see that this chapter and book is a great way to set the mood for talking about parenting, life lessons, and responsibility. And I'm a great person to bring in to lead that conversation if you need it done with authenticity, charisma, and just the right touch of value to your group. After all, isn't it always Father's Day, Mother's Day, happy days? Isn't every day a gift? Have a safe weekend and a festive Thanksgiving season, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Have a good day.